Hello and welcome to this new lecture on stack navigation. This is the course's most significant lecture. We'll be covering how to use navigation. This new lecture will focus on stack navigation. Subsequent ones will cover drawer and tab navigations. Because the majority of apps on the market use stack navigation, you should first learn how to use it at the beginner's level, because pressing the button to hop to another screen entails moving from one screen to another. So go to the browser before beginning stack navigation, since you need to install certain NPM modules. Visit the browser and search for React navigation. Visit the native React website. There are options to try it out. Okay, so you can read the documentation if you want. Then go to the Getting Started page by clicking Read Documents. You only need to check the prerequisites that have been provided. Copy the npm installation command after that. Open a terminal in VS Code now. Run the cd myapp command. Then, after pasting the npm installation command, press the Enter key. It won't take much if npm is already installed, but it will take some time if you're installing navigating npm for the first time. So, you don't need to be concerned because the installation speed is determined by your internet connection and your operating system. So it might take some time, don't worry about it. After installing npm for navigation, reopen the browser and copy the command to install the Expo project's dependencies. Go back to the console and enter the paste command to install dependencies. This npm is currently installed. In case the first npm doesn't work, you now need to install a second npm package for the bare React Native project's additional requirements. Install this npm once more right now. Paste this command into the terminal. When you install these two scripts, they may occasionally begin functioning properly, but you should install all dependencies to be safe. Occasionally, errors can be discovered simply as a result of version changes. If you are using the iOS operating system, you must install npx for iOS after completing all installations. Installing npm and its dependencies isn't necessary if you use a Windows operating system. You can see the interface and navigation container by scrolling down in the Getting Started page, which will demonstrate how to use navigation. Additionally, this lecture will cover how to browse various screens. So reopen your browser and install the native stack navigator. You must install npm for stack navigation because you need to start stack navigation before you can use its installation. Different npms exist for every sort of navigations. Once all dependencies have been installed, quit the terminal and open a new browser tab. You will see that the browser also provides navigational sample sentences. Because you are working on stack navigation, you must start by importing a navigation container, and you need to develop a native stack navigator. So use the navigator container from the previous terminal and keep just the components after importing the stack navigation. One thing to keep in mind is that you must build a native stack navigator and declare a variable const, naming it stack. Otherwise, you won't be able to browse. First, copy both dependencies from the browser and paste them into the app.js file. Next, use the const stack and declare the creation of a native stack navigator. After returning from the const app function, use fragments, view tags in fragments, and text tags because you want to display text in the application. Therefore, the main focus will be on the issue of how to redirect or navigate components and other things before all these things are used. So let's leave these view and text tags for the time being. Go back to the browser and paste the navigation container tags into the app.js files fragments. You now need to identify the screens you want to use by giving them names. You have two choices for this in terms of action. One option is to create a component within the main component, but since there must be 5 to 6 components when working on an application, managing the components will become difficult. To avoid this, login and sign-up screen components were first created separately. Let's now display these screens in the main program. Okay, so because the code is not properly established and no routes are provided in the code, the application view is currently displaying errors. To fix this, import the screen components login file, go to the stack screen tag in the return function and enter the name login and login for the component. The next step after logging in should be to register, thus import the registration file from the screen component, use another stack screen tag right now and call the component signup as well. Since it's solely for show, any name is okay, but the component name needs to be accurate so you can easily find it when you are navigating your code. You can now notice that the login and signup screens are printed in the application when you save the file and open it. Because the text for the login screen is provided in the signup file, the application also prints the login screen. Although the signup text is included in the signup.js file, the application will not display it because you must create an event to access the signup screen. As a result of using stack navigation, when the event is called, you will be taken to the following screen. Although these screen components can be generated in the main terminal, they are professionally made independently. So create a button in the login.js file after importing all the necessary buttons. Use a button tag now with the text navigate to sign up as the title. Additionally, one press event with an arrow function and other props will be used. Add navigation now, then call it sign up inside of the navigate component. Now modify the const login variable with props, then save the code. The button navigate to sign up has now been generated in the browser, which can be seen if you save the file and then open the program. The sign up page will now open when you click on this button. You can return to the login page by clicking the arrow button as well. Now go to the login.js file, copy the button tag and paste it in the signup.js file if you want to make a button for the signup page. Add properties to the const signup variable now. Additionally, import a button into signup.js. You will want to change the button's name so it's easier to differentiate. Delete the previous name and name it login for the button. Once the file has been saved, open the application and select the navigate to sign up option. A mistake will happen when you click the button, so change the button's title to navigate to login and fix the error. Save the file now, then launch the program. Okay, now the sign up page will open when you click navigate to sign up button. The login page will open when you click the navigate to login button. The main goal of this lesson was to teach you how to navigate from one page to another. Though you can alter the color and do another creative things when you are comfortable with navigating. But for now, that's pretty much it. So this basically was the fundamental lecture on the concept of stack navigation. We'll be looking at other types of navigation in the next couple of lectures. So for now, that's pretty much it. Thank you very much for watching and see you soon in the next one.